Okay, the first thing we're going to take a look at in Edge is how to control your downloads. Now, if you look over here and you click on the three buttons, and over here to the advanced, let's go take a look down here. You'll see that there's now a thing to change the location of your downloads. You can do that. You just click that and find a new directory that you want to store your downloads in. You can also click on whether or not it prompts you at all, and it'll just change it to whether it asks you every time. Okay, we're going to go right back to where we were. We're going to go to settings. After clicking on the three dots up top, click on settings, and we'll go over here. We're going to look at here at clear browsing data. And it says, you click on it, it says choose what to clear. And you have a list here, but you can expand it to show more. And you can choose what exactly you want to have cleared. So you just go up there and select those. You can come down here though and say always clear when I close the browser. Now be careful you don't have cookies set up so that every time you close your browser you delete your cookies. Make sure you make your right choices and then select whether or not you want to clear on exit. If you remember in IE you could create groups of tabs so when you opened up they'd be there. Well, we're going to do exactly the same thing in Edge. I'm going to go to a website here, my website, and we're going to go over here. I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to say pin. Now watch in the upper left hand corner here and it has a pin there. If I click there you'll see that it remains. It's not a tab, it's a pin. So if I want to do another one, let me click on here. I'll go to Reddit and I have Reddit. If I go up here and I right click and I say pin, and now I have two pins. Well, what's important about that? Well, if I close now, let me close it down, and I bring Edge back up, you'll see that I have those two pins. Boom, there they are, already set up for me. And a little preview here of what's there. So they've already opened the site. They're already pinned to my tabs. And I can unpin them simply by right-clicking on them and say unpin. And the same as I did before is if I close it down and I open it back up, they're gone. Okay, so that's how to pin tabs permanently to your tab set. Okay, this is more of a disappointment than improvement, but now, like in IE, you can right-click on your favorites bar here and choose icons only. I wish they had brought back short titles like in IE, but I guess this is better than nothing. But if you have a lot of drop-down folders, like I do, all you see is a bunch of folder icons. So it's a little bit of an improvement. How much? It's up to you. Well, here's a feature that you're wondering what took them so long. You can now have a website address in your cache and your copy buffer, and you can go to it simply by pasting it and hitting right click and hitting paste and go. So if I go up here, I have that in my cache now. I right click and now I have the option paste and go, and it launches the website. Long overdue feature, minor change but an important one as far as usability. Well, here's a really nice feature they've added. If you have been browsing for a while and you have some history that day, you can access that very easily forward and backwards by simply going up to the arrow keys, right clicking, let's say, on the back arrow, and there's a list of a few of the websites that you've been to recently. You also can click on history and go to different days and all that. But let me move back here so that my forward arrow works as well. And now if I right click on it, I can go back again to something I just left. So I can go back or forward and revisit the site simply right clicking on the arrows. Now extensions are nothing more than popular add-ons to a browser. Let's do some sort of functionality, and they're published by different people. Now I've already done a video on ad block already, and here it is here already installed. And I have a video that tells you exactly how to use it. However, we're going to click on Get Extensions from the Store because now you can download them all from the Windows Store. And so when you go there, the store, and here's a list of the current ones that are available. Now I'm not going to go and show you how to download these. You just click on them and you download them and they'll install. So we're going to skip past that part and get right to what they can do. So if we go here back to the browser after they're all installed and you click on the three dots and you go down to extensions and you'll see a list of ones you have installed. And by the way, before you go into them, I had to turn ad block off so that when I clicked on the option buttons for a particular extension, the option page would come up. So once you have that turned off, you should see it as it comes up here. It takes a second, but it'll come up in Reddit with all the options. Now, I'm not going to use Reddit as an example of how to see what the options are because there's just so damn many options in Reddit. I'm going to leave that up to the Reddit experts to go in here and check what's in your account settings and how to show comments and all those things that you can set up in here. I would take a separate video about a half an hour to explain them all. But just let you know that this is a nice way to get control of Reddit. Just have to spend some time in there to do it. Now, let's take one more. Let's look at Microsoft Translator. And here you'll see that if we go into Translator, it says the translation icon will appear in the address bar when visiting a foreign language web page. So let's take a look. If you look up here, I'm going to go to Yahoo in Sweden, and you'll see that there is an icon. So with the Swedish page showing, we click on it, and if you watch the text, it immediately changes it into English. And that's pretty clearly understood in pretty good translation. You can scroll down and see what's going on in Sweden or what they're saying about us. So the translator works, at least on this site, and probably most other ones, pretty nice. But you can click on it again and it'll go back to the native language so you can brush up on that Swedish you've been working on. So in summary, you go back to your extensions in the store and take a look at which ones you want, and or to download them all and play with them. If you're a Pinterest person, do that. If you're something else, do that one. So just keep an eye on the store and check it for extensions every so often to see if there's something new that might interest you. So there you have it, most of the important changes that have coming out for Edge in the Anniversary update, and so you don't have to go look around for them. But now you can use these and be ready to go. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe to Old Guy Geek. Come on back for Windows 8 and Windows 10, and Windows Phone 8 and Windows 10, and general how-to videos, all here to help you make the most out of your system.